I feel like this doesn't need an intro. I think you guys are ready. I'm going to be giving my very unfiltered opinions over here. And you guys are just gonna have to deal with it because you clicked on it. So this all happened on my Instagram, guys. Go follow me because I'm flopping like crazy. There's so many. And I'm just ready, okay? I'm going to read them all. I'm going to read all of them. DSBM is awesome. No, it fucking sucks. Well, actually, I'm not sure because I never listened to it, so I'm gonna. Well, it's not like I didn't listen to it, but I didn't pay attention. I was just like, oh, cringe. Please don't pay attention to what was actually playing. This is my alarm. That's not DSBM. DSBM to kill yourself too. Yes, exactly. This is what I'm looking for. Is this really? This is not metal. Give me some metal. Anyways, point made. I prefer metal with clean vocals. That is not a hot take. Get hotter. All glam metal is f***ing cheeks. Probably. Well, I don't know. It was its own time. They had their leopard print shit. Okay, yeah, it was just their vibe. Honestly, I don't know if I can judge them. Alex Turbo shouldn't be on the metal scene because he's a neo-Nazi. What? For years, he openly displayed a black sun tattoo, a symbol originally used by Nazi and now popular among white supremacist groups. He only covered it in 2022. I was hanging out with the right-wing guys. I was dressing as a skinhead. I was fighting. I'm not regretful about that, not at all. Alex was actively part of Russia's far-right scene. Homophobia, transphobia, and macho extremism. Whitewashing his image? What is he talking about? He is white. Oh my god! Sorry, Mike. Militaristic nationalist. Well, he's Russian. What can you do, guys? What can we do? Well, I don't know if he's a neo-Nazi. He may be a white supremacist. Let's wait until he collaborates with some NSBM band. Then we can talk. Early 2000s scene metalcore was the best version of metalcore that ever existed. Scene metalcore? I know who you are. You're lying. You're so wrong. This is such a shit take. Metallica is trash and they are all assholes. Well, they've been like the biggest metal band for like 20 years. So I would understand. I would become an asshole too. I would be an asshole too. The first thing I would do is I would let the fame get to me. I would forget where I came from, everything. You know, I'm not sure if they're assholes, but they probably got like I don't know. They're probably tired, honestly. I'm not sure if they're assholes, but they're probably fucking tired. They should retire. You know, like I think Megadeth is retiring. So yeah, they should follow along with their little brother. Elitism and gatekeeping isn't a bad thing. It's quality control. The thing is that I don't know, because I think people have the right to get into whatever they want and they shouldn't be gatekept. If someone has a shit take on something, you could just tell them, you know, like you have to be like, oh, get away from my subculture. You know, people are going to still listen to stuff. You're not going to stop them. So, you know, like, why make the process harder? You're just making everything negative. Black metal is overrated. Not bad, but overrated. I feel like it's overrated in the sense that it's like the heavy, like it's like the most edgy thing that you can listen to, I think, apart from like grindcore and shit. But like even grindcore doesn't have that kind of connotation. It's just grindcore, I guess. New metal is actually good. I agree. Honestly, people who say new metal sucks, they're just like, they think the movement sucks. The music is fine. Honestly, like, it's fun. Maybe it's not so soulful, but it's fun. Copper is cooler than aluminum. So fancy because it's metal. When it's too heavy and I can understand what they're saying, it sounds like Dookie. Like, yes, you are right, but you're also wrong because it's fire. When it sounds like shit, it's so fire. Because you can just imagine the lyrics. You just feel the spaces. Possessed is not the first death metal band. Death is. You're probably right. But I don't know that much about that, so I'll give you a pass. Women are better in making black metal than men. The vocals are just witchier. Okay, I see where you come from. Honestly, I never listened to black metal by women, so I would have to check it out. Honestly, I don't like black metal because I don't like Satanism and stuff like that. I think It's like really, I think it's horrid, honestly. I'm sorry. I think it's horrid. Like, you guys, you have the right to listen to anything, believe what you want to believe, like the stuff you want to like. I will never judge you for that, but I will. I just think that, like, the sound and the ideology, I think, is like really negative, really dark. I like dark stuff, but not that dark. But honestly, I think you're right, because when you're a woman and you have this kind of like voice range, you can kind of scream like a banshee, and it's kind of fucking awesome. Nails is the best grindcore band. I will have to listen to them. And my favorite grindcore band is Nasum, guys. I really, really love them. The more controversial the artist, the better the music. Well, maybe because I think it could attribute to the fact that, you know, the more time you spend making music and refining your craft, you just start making better shit, because you start working with better producers and stuff, and people who align more with your vision suddenly start coming in because they like your stuff, you know? The more time passes, like, the more shit you start adding up. If you don't have a lot of time in the scene, then people don't know your views, but, you know, like, slowly things start coming out. And by the time you can already make the best music you can make, like, all that has already come to light, you know? But also, we could say that controversial people with controversial views also have, maybe they are less afraid of speaking their mind. Every band in Century Media is a soulless industry plant and sucks. Overproduced pop metal. Okay, let me look at the bands. Century Media bands. What the fuck? Napalm Death of Century Media. Your take sucks, but okay, let me see. You must be talking about some specific bands. Blood Incantation is here. Dark Funeral. Electric Callboy. What the fuck is this doing here? Oh, they have some random stuff too, though. It's not only metal. Imperial Triumphant is with them. This is as far as I get. You are so wrong. It's crazy. But I do agree that there's a lot of pop metal going around, and I do want to talk about it. Make more videos. Guys, I'm trying! Listening to a metal group that has 500 listeners per month is not tough. I think it's really tough because I have a lot of them, and honestly, I think I'm the coolest shit ever. This is like my little secret. But also, we shouldn't avoid these people from becoming bigger just because they're a little secret. Like, come on. Don't be a bitch. Let these people eat. Legacy heavy metal bands are mid. I think they're good in their own regard, but I think they're kind of outdated, similar to like 80s glam metal and stuff. Exodus should have been in the big four instead of Anthrax. I haven't listened to Exodus much, but Anthrax, I really don't like them, so maybe you're right. I don't think it's that controversial, but I with Burzum heavy. Well, Burzum has good music. That's it. They're just, you know, like, you can dislike Varg, but the music is kind of vibey. Metalcore sucks hard. I think there is layers to your take, because metalcore, there's old metalcore, old school metalcore, there's scene metalcore, and there's the metalcore we have now, which has basically become a label for pop metal. Kind of sucks ass now. But before, it used to be the coolest shit ever. So yeah, it was like closer to hardcore. Maybe I just really like hardcore, but yeah. You can like Gojira and Sabrina Carpenter at the same time. Maybe. The thing is that once you get into that depth, I don't know, let me check out. So let's see what the easiest listening thing I have on my normal playlist. I have Jungkook from BTS. I have Jeff Buckley. I love Jeff Buckley. I have some Ariana Grande songs from back when I used to be a huge Ariana Grande fan. I had a whole ass fan account and stuff like that, guys. Honestly, it's not even that serious. If you like both of them, who cares? Most death metal is derivative of the same few bands and unlistenable because it is boring. That I actually had problems with that too. I've been listening to a harsh band, but honestly, it just got boring because it was a lot of the same. I think that you actually have to put in work to make a song interesting, you know? Like, you can make something that sounds good, but usually like a beauty canon for specific subgenres, and people will go to it. Like, same with pop music or any kind of music, there is a specific type or a specific artist that is known as like the top of the top. So we are going to try to copy it and make it in an uneducated way. So it ends up being a lot of noise slob. Sleep Token is ass. Honestly, Sleep Token is not even metal, guys. They never said they were metal. They have a cool aesthetic. Their music is really soft. If people like it, I don't know. Metal is cool. Chester Bennington was murdered. I also agree. Guys, Chester and the guy, Chris Cornell, They were both investigating like some child abuse shit, and honestly I think they got murdered. There's some weird shit going on in the world. I genuinely believe it. And for example, the stuff with Chris was really weird because like his family didn't see him badly, of course. Like he wasn't feeling bad. He was playing shows and shit. I think he was murdered, and also that makes me really sad because I love Chris Cornell. Normalized putting metal song for sleepy time. Honestly, no. There's a point where my ears have like the sensory overload. I have to stop listening. It can happen to me with music in general or metal. Metallica is the worst metal band that has ever graced my ears. Again, I think they're old now. As it is a very popular band, I think we were all like forced to listen to it. I don't think they're bad, but I think they're maybe a bit overplayed. New metal isn't reggaeton with guitars, but gore grind is reggaeton with guitars. I think everything is reggaeton with guitars if you really want it to be. After 15 years old, new metal stops making sense. Honestly, I feel like you can get into this 15-year-old mentality while you're like a grown-ass person. New metal is fun. I think new metal is really fun, and we should take it as a fun thing, not so seriously. When all the old bands finally disappear, finally the new bands will have their place. Honestly, I think so. People have like this nostalgia jerk all the time. They refuse to listen to new stuff, but honestly, that's just the old people. People of their time like to listen to stuff of their time. Guitar solos are cringy, breakdowns all day. Depends. Some solos I think are kind of like, maybe they're a little cringe, but it's not bad to be cringe. I don't know. Maybe you're right. But I do prefer breakdowns. But honestly, some breakdowns are cringe too. Anything that puts too much emphasis on the song is kind of cringe. Most new metal bands are just rock. Some of them are. Oh my god, this is so funny. Literally the opposite take. I don't care for breakdowns. They are the most underwhelming part of the song. Same with overly long solos. Yes, again, same thing I said before. I don't like female harsh vocals for the most part. It sounds mid, but the ones that do melodic singing, fire. Well, I don't know. I think it depends. But I think it's a matter of taste. Like, honestly, I can't say much about it. Knowing a lot of bands doesn't make you cold. I mean, you can know a lot of bands. If there's nothing else that comes with that information, then you're not cold. I can say that Rage Against the Machine had anarcho beliefs, but I don't know much about them, so I'm not like a real, like, knower of this thing, you know? Blast beats are boring. Agreed! You can absolutely wash your band shirts and still count as a metalhead. If you're too into music, you're going to start smelling bad. It's just facts. Well, except for me, I guess, guys. But you'll never know. Slipknot has always been mid. Slipknot is not even mid. They're actually good. But people have overplayed them and they have overmocked them, so their public opinion has been ruined. So now I feel like people are obliged to say that they think Slipknot is mid. Metallica is the most generic, bland metal band. So much Metallica hate. It's just metal. Nothing else, nothing special. Exactly, they're called Metallica. Noise is so good. I agree. I really like Noise. Actually, guys, I made a collab with Cassie Cussenheight, which is a noisecore artist. So if you want to hear it, you know. I love metal. Sometimes it's too much. I agree, but I feel like there's a time and place for everything. Much of new metal generally isn't metal. Agreed. Metal didn't become a genre until thrash became mainstream in the 80s. Everything before was rock. I think so, because also like with the crossover thrash movement, like metal started becoming more popular and stuff. So I guess it's natural. It was kind of like a natural progression that they aren't gases. Stop! Pantera doesn't deserve a platform. I don't know, guys. Honestly, we're giving a platform to these NSBM motherfuckers. They might as well get one too. Let's give everyone a platform. Gimmick slam is the worst thing to ever happen to metal. Is this what I think it is? Oh, I know, but I think it's kind of... It's a bit like funny, I guess, if you're into it. True cult black metal is crap. Guarding something poorly on purpose to keep it underground is goofy as fuck. Honestly, depends. Because I use, like, I don't make black metal, but I use a technique to record my voices that makes them sound shittier, but it fits better with the song. I feel like the meta, I don't know if this is only a video game term. I think the meta way of doing things is not always like the one you should use just because, but I do think that if you're doing it on purpose to make it underground, I think it's a little, I don't know, juvenile. But if you like how it sounds, then it's your shit, it's your jam. Best metal of all time is melodic death metal. No, it's not. There's something for everyone, and if you like epic stuff, then It's pretty epic. Sleep Token is if Deftones and Imagine Dragon had an ugly baby. Oh my god. Don't say that to babies. The less you're involved in the metal community, the better you enjoy the music. I agree. I think that happens with games too and stuff like that. People make everything cringe, honestly. Music subject matter can be heavier than the music. Metal doesn't necessarily mean heavy. Oh, yeah, you're right, but there are some requirements you need for it to be metal. Like, you can have some metal-ass lyrics, but if it sounds like it was written by a farmer in his country, then it's not metal. Not everything has to fit into this super heavy label too. Linkin Park is not metal. Well, I do think they're metal. I think they're new metal, which they are. But if you're looking for the heaviest shit the world can offer you, then you don't go looking for Linkin Park. Deftones is top 10. TikTok just ruined it. It's facts, because people started being quirky and being like, oh my god, Deftones girl, oh my god, shut up. It's disgusting, honestly. But it just comes with a fetishization of alternative looking women, and even the alternative looking women fetishizing themselves. It's just a vicious circle that only happens in TikTok. So try to ignore what people say. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, just listen to the music. Metal gets silly after getting too heavy. Listening to really heavy metal doesn't make you cool, and you should be ashamed. I think it does make me cool. And then we're going to the last one. Deftones is only listened to by sex addicts. Well, at least they have sex. I think your take is a joke, but Deftones is so much more than their top 5 on Spotify. Anyways, guys, those were the majority of the takes. I skipped some over for obvious reasons. But anyway, share your shitty metal takes in the comments. And I don't mean to offend anyone, okay? If I call your take shit, that doesn't mean you are shit. I actually really like you because you participate on my story on Instagram. My Instagram is CORNEA-SAL, you guys. I tell you everything that happens in the world there. And I also have a close friends list, which you can enter by joining my Patreon. It's cheap, guys. If you want to support me, a poor little orphan girl, then you get access to some of my demos on Patreon and some stupid shit that I say on my close friends list and some inside scoop. If you're interested, if you want to, go ahead. I'm going to leave the link below. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, I'll see you.